GTCC. We had a superb finish to race 7 at Interlagos, and now, so that means the grid is flipped for here at Dragon Trail at the seaside. There's no Game of Thrones dragons in sight. It's just a trail, not a tail. So here we are in reverse order. Dragon Eagle, who unfortunately I think he retired from the last race, is back for this one, but has to unfortunately start from the back of the grid. Bulkay, who won the last race, is in 11th, and here we have MacGyver in the Porsche in 10th. Zaf, who had a superb race for him, I thought, in 9th. Beserker was well pleased with his finish in 4th, considering he told me after the race that it was the most exhausting race he's had racing so far, even though he didn't really have too much to do. It was keeping it on track and keeping it consistent, and he certainly did the consistent part of it. Holy Pete, how did you finish? What a finish you had for race 7 there with the Total Rose on the line. Nicked the spot, so he's now in 7th place here. Rose and the other Ferrari in 6th. He had a terrible start for him into Lagos. Seamus consistently getting in and amongst the boys here at 5th. Powerburger is in 4th. Savage must be disappointed he's was finished so far down the field in the last race, considering he spent so much of the last one high up. But he's now got a good chance here at Dragon Trail. And it's a driver's favourite, this circuit, not myself, I have to admit. I would much rather have a proper circuit like the South, but hey-ho, what do I know, Billy Bob. The human torpedo, the Moroccan guy 2nd, and the Scottish guy, Skivitt, although it's got Belgium up there, he's actually Scottish, from Glasgow. So, anyway, I expect I expect that there will be shenanigans going into the first corner chicane here. There's a long run up to that chicane coming up, and it's always been a tricky spot for drivers. So we'll start at the back, see with Dragon Eagle to get his perspective of things to start with. So here we go. Round 8. Drivers ready. Gran Turismo on the screen on the right. The crowd are stationary on the left. The wind is negligible. Big nice mountains there over the side. Shame we're not going up and down them, but here we go. Dragon Eagle at the back of the grid, revving his engines. Brakes are on, and the lights go off. Dragon Eagle, it's a superb start there, going past both the top drivers from the last race and pulling up alongside Zaf. So let's take it into this. Here we go. About 7 drivers into the first corner. Bit of contact there. Seamus knocks Holy Pete, who knocks Beserker, who knocks Total Rose off. There's 3 guys off at the first corner. Unfortunately, didn't look like it's anything intentional. Just so many cars going into one turn, it wasn't going to work. Oh dear, and the skivets come off. Turn what's that, 3 slows everyone down, which is allowing Savage and the Moroccan guy to get ahead. Zaf again's got up a lot of places. He's having a great day. He's now looking at the bumper of Seamus in 3rd. Let's go back here. Powerburger's got a slow run out there. Dragon Eagle slightly touches him. Oh no, the burger's off. So there's lots of, oh dear, the steward's going to have a field day with this one. Lots of unfortunate little contact going on. I couldn't say it's particularly malicious, just a little bit of contact here and there and everywhere is putting all these drivers off. So Zafiro's now got up to 2nd instead of Seamus. In 3rd, MacGyver here in 4th, the Moroccan guy. Let's see how these guys get through this chicane. It's going to be chaos behind, I'm sure. No, everyone's got through quite cleanly. That's the bus stop of death, they call it. So here we are with the Moroccan guy, with MacGyver, who's got all the way up to 4th place. Got to say, we got the Moroccan guy. Oh, left it so late, is braking. Well, they don't call him the human torpedo for nothing. He's now just causing havoc now as the Moroccan guy. I'm pretty sure a German submarine captain would have been proud of that one. Ladies and gentlemen, the definition of a punt is actually a long, narrow, flat-bottomed boat square at both ends and propelled by long poles, or in racing terms is what Moroccan guy has just done to poor old MacGyver here, who in 8th place trying looking at Eagle, but Holy Pete has gone wide at the chicane, is now losing places, he's lost it to Dragon Eagle. MacGyver's now looking at him, oh look at this, there's a whole melee of people here. Skivets got back underneath the Berger. There's 3 cars all looking at the apex there, slowing each other up. The side leading, sorry, excuse me, they're in a train here, so there's still 6, 7, 8 here. So let's go back up to the beginning of the circuit. So Savage is now out on his own. With Zafiro, who's having a superb evening. He's now got up to 2nd. Wow, he's having a very good drive. If he keeps this going, he could be driver of the day. Finished 3rd in the last race. He's now 2nd in the 2nd race. Quietly getting the job done is the Dutchman. Catching up onto Savage. Is he going to take the lead here? He's closed right up on the Porsche tail. Surely he's going to can Savage has gone very defensive. So Zaf's gone up the inside, side by side now, coming into the start-finish straight. Coming across the line to start lap 3. But no, the Porsche's kept it. Porsche's kept it in front. Wow. Good driving there by Savage. This is another tricky place to defend into the chicane. Zaf looking all over the back of this Porsche, fighting for the lead. It's not often we get a fight up front in these races. Either Bulke, who's now in 3rd place, he's got right up through the field already, closing in on these boys here. It's normally Bulke or MacGyver, the class of the field, but it's nice to have a battle for the lead. Here, Savage, Team Firestone in the Porsche, and Zaf in the Honda Red Bull. As you can see, visibly being caught now by Bulke. Savage gets it wrong in that chicane, the far chicane. Zaf goes far too wide and he's gone into the sandpit. Oh dear, Seamus follows him into the sandpit, but manages to hold it. So Zaf, all that hard work, oh dear, disaster for him. Which is just allowing Bulke, who won the last race, is now already in 2nd place. With Seamus in 3rd. How Seamus kept it together going into the sandpit. Following Zaf, I'm not quite sure. Oh, that was... How did Bulke keep this? Watch that again, through the bus stop chicane. Oh, he nearly clipped the barrier then when he gets such a good drive here on Savage. There's nothing the Porsche driver can do. Bulke taking a defensive line there, a little puff of smoke from the tyres, clips the inside apex. Nice, brilliant driving there by Bulke. Keeping it clean, nice and a nice blocking line there. Can't let the Porsche driver do anything about it, but let's just see how good this Porsche is. Coming down this straight, he's catching the Bulke. Can he do anything coming into the chicane? This is going to be close. Thinks about it, Savage thinks about it, but no. Bulke cuts him off. Gets a nice drive out of the chicane, very wide there though. Savage is not letting the leader go. He's going to keep fighting for Team Firestone. Gets a bit of a shallow line there into that sharp right hand turn, which is allowing Bulke to get a nice better drive out of that turn. So Bulke now starting to ease away again, but no, Savage is catching him back up. Savage is not letting that Honda get away. This is a good circuit for the Porsches, as is most of the circuits it seems. Puff of smoke under braking, heavy braking there by Bulke. Savage, he's got the pace. If he can just keep it together and be more consistent, he could get some seriously good results on podiums. But this is the tricky part. This bus stop, he's gone very wide. He manages to hold it together, so does Bulke, but Bulke is starting to ease ahead. So, Seamus, again, he's been up there or thereabouts in the points. He's managed to fight his way through the field. He's up into 4th place. Beserker again up into 4th place. He was finished 4th in the last race. He's got his Firestone teammate behind him, MacGyver. MacGyver in a battered, look at the rear end of that Porsche, battered by a Mark 48 torpedo, it looks like. So PTRT following that Porsche, the field spreading out already. Quite a big distance in gaps between all of the drivers at the moment. Apart from this one, Skibbit looks up cheekily inside of Total Rose, pushes Rose off the track. Wasn't really malicious, just a block pass, and so Rose could still drive it, but the cheek of the Scot there. Rose must be fuming, but now the Scot's gone wide. Rose undercuts Skibbit. They're back. Takes back 8th place. Cheeky move there by the Scot, is indicating for some reason that he's standing right. And here's poor old Zaf back to 10th. So the Powerburger, who was unfortunately eased off at the circuit just about there, is back in 11th. And oh, looks like Zaf has gone wide again. Oh, it's gone from hero to 0 in one race for poor old Zaf. And a Moroccan guy hunting people down like he's a wolf pack, in a wolf pack in a submarine. He is, I've got to say. Stuart's definitely going to have to look at his driving for that incident with MacGyver turn last corner. Anyway, so we go back up to the beginning of the beginning of the field. So Bulke, here we are. Bulke, lap 6, sorry, in the lead now. Pulling away from Savage. Off a smoke, under braking. Let's ride on board with this Honda. Beautiful sound there. Here comes Savage in 2nd. Seamus 3rd. Beserker 4th. MacGyver 5th. These boys catching each other up now, I have to say. Holy Pete was a fast driver in the last circuit, but he's a bit off the pace here. So we are MacGyver doing 1:41.4 is his fastest lap so far, against Beserker, who's done 1:42.4. So MacGyver is the quicker driver. I think Beserker's probably going for, hopefully going for consistency again in this race like he did the other, but even so, being consistent, he's catching the tail end of Seamus, who's catching the tail end of Savage. So the field is definitely starting to close up through this tricky bus stop chicane. None of the drivers particularly like that section. It's been given the nickname the bus stop of death for a very good reason. Oh, looks like Paul's killed right up now with his teammate. Right on board with the Porsche as he closes in down on the Ferrari. Ferrari struggling for pace. Paul's just put in a 1:40.7. Fastest lap. We'll go and check how Bulke's doing, the other quick driver. So MacGyver looks up the inside of Beserker there into the first chicane. Closing down on that Ferrari very quickly. These two had a bit of a slight battle at Kyoto. Beserker, oh, he's led him through. Team orders perhaps, or just knows that the quicker driver is going to get him at some point. So that's allowed MacGyver, who's recovered well, to be fair, to be considering how far off the track he was in the sandpit. So Dragon Eagle has now been caught by Holy Pete. Total Rose closing in. Total Rose has had a very frustrating evening, I have to say, so far. Go off the pace again. Skibbit learning quick. Poor Ozafino, he 2nd to 11th. And the Moroccan guy's still back there. So let's go back to Bulke. Out on his own. So the real battles at the moment here is Savage, Seamus, MacGyver, Berserker is starting to drift away from these boys, so it's really just this top three here. So let's go on board with Seamus. And the BMW having a good race. Not sure if he's picked up a podium yet, but he's in the podium position right now, if he can keep it there. Coming into the first chicane, MacGyver looks at the inside of the Beamer, but the Beamer's now caught right up with the Porsche. Has he got the drive through here? No, he hasn't, and these boys fighting for position, a bunch right up now. MacGyver looks to the inside of the Beamer. The Beamer's lost its position, so MacGyver's now up into third. Wow, awesome shots there. Beamer clips the inside, but we're on board with MacGyver right now. Is fighting through this field. He wants to get back up to second. He's probably... Oh, he's gone very wide there. Manages to hold it somehow. Goodness me, he could have got his bucket and spade out there. He was... Oh, he's gone very wide again. So Seamus has now got back up into third place. Here on board with this tricky bus stop section. With this sliding, I want to be at the seaside because I've been in the sandpit so often. MacGyver here in fourth place. And now Seamus is looking to take second place. He's looking on the go around the outside of Savage. Can he make it stick? Gone very wide here. Gone very wide, but has he got a drive out of this? This will be a good test of the BMW power against Porsche. Look at that Porsche just cruising away. Nothing the Beamer driver could do about that. Can he get him under braking though into this first chicane? Oh, unsettles the car there into the first part of the chicane. Again, these boys slowing each other up a little bit, so they're bunching up because here comes MacGyver again in the battle-scarred Porsche. Just great line there, catches right up with Seamus's taillights. Beserker's still not making headway on these two, I have to say. Let's quickly see what the rest of the field is starting to... I think because these boys up in front, second, third and fourth are fighting so much, it's just allowing Beserker to catch these boys inch by inch. He's not really... He's put a 141 in his times, but his last lap was a 44 and 43, so he's losing time generally. And these boys way out ahead of the field at the moment. So let's go back up here where the fight line astern. Second, third, fourth, Savage, Seamus, MacGyver. Oh, it's hold your breath as you go through the bus stop there. And again, Seamus obviously got a much better line through the bus stop than Savage. Looking around the inside, Savage going defensive again. On board with MacGyver so we can watch this. So again, the Beamer and the Porsche side by side coming down and start finish straight, but I'm sure that Porsche, even though he slips in behind Seamus, has got a drive. Which is now the MacGyver's joining the party. Let me in, boys, I'm coming through. All of them heavy under brake. Oh, it's tight through there. They do so well to not touch each other. Very excellent driving there by all three of them, keeping it clean. Beserker's dropped right off the pace again. Poor Ferrari struggling in this circuit for sure. So here we are again for now, lap 10. Dragon Eagle and Pete are having a bit of a ding-dong battle back here as well. Dragon looking at Holy Pete. No, not quite managing it there. So let's go back up with this. So MacGyver's got past the Beamer, but the Beamer's now fighting back. This is quick. You just go back to see how MacGyver got that position. Savage goes wide. The Beamer's all over the back of that Porsche. I'm pretty sure Seamus and that Beamer could be pulling away from Savage. What a move there by MacGyver! Wow! Oh, has he left it late under braking there? He's gone very wide. Trying to get Savage, can't quite make a stick, and he's side by side now with Seamus here. Through the bus stop. Right, left. Oh, Seamus, oh, he manages to hold it there. Look at that Porsche wiggling in front of MacGyver. Somehow Savage is still he's driving defensively, but he's still in second place. Fair play to Anthony up there. But unfortunately, he's now got his teammate in the Porsche right in his back seat, in his all of his mirrors, saying, is he flashing his lights? No, he normally flashes his lights. Can he get him under braking? Side by side coming into this tricky. Yes, he's got him. Clean move there. Excellent driving. I'm knowing Savage, he's not going to let him go. These boys starting to ease away a little bit from the BMW. Well, now the BMW's got... Oh! Savage gets it all wrong into that turn. Oh, disaster for Savage. Oh dear, he will be livid at this mistake there. Poor old Savage. So Zaf, who was second, the one mistake's put him back to 11th. Now Savage is back down in 5th place. Oh, Berserker, now he's lost it. Oh dear, disaster for the Team Firestone boys. Berserker lost it on the curb. It unbalanced him. He tried to regain it, but he was in the sandpit, and there was unfortunately not Holy Pete, who manages to keep it on track, and now he's got dropped all the way back down to 7th with a big grin on Aaron in 7th place as he flashes by his Ferrari rival there. Oh dear, disaster for Team Firestone in the space of half a lap. Oh dear indeed. So Savage trying to keep it cool, regain his composure. He's still got a big distance there between him and Holy Pete. So this is a recap. So here we are. Bulke in the lead. His fastest lap was a 1:41.2. MacGyver, second place, a 1:40. So he's got the pace to catch the leader if he can consistently put in 1:40 times. Seamus starting to lose pace now of MacGyver in second, but Seamus would be, if he can hold on for third, he'd be happy. Savage has recovered to 4th after Beserker binned it. Holy Pete 5th, catching Savage in 4th. Bit of a battle-scarred Porsche as well. Dragon Eagle, Total Rose, and Beserker following line astern now. We'll field closing up here, that's for sure. So Dragon Eagles is doing the 1:42.5s. Rose can do 1:41.5, so he's got the pace to get past Dragon Eagle. Under braking, smell that burnt rubber there from Dragon in front of him. Looking to... This is a tricky place to do, making any sort of manoeuvre here into the bus stop chicane. Ooh. Great driving there by both drivers. But Dragons managed to hold it together. Puff of smoke from the screaming tyres there of the Dragon. So can Rose take 6th place? Doesn't seem to be getting much of a draft here. Is he slightly catching? Ever so slightly catching, still a bit too far back, I think. Meanwhile, up ahead I can see oh yeah, here we go. We're joining this battle up front. Here we go. Here we are. Holy Pete with Savage side by side. 2 Porsche drivers. Oh dear, squeezed each other there. So Pete loses ground. Fortunately, he stays on the track though. That's I'm sure the physics of the game weren't really helping it. Both cars seem to shoot apart from each other. I'm not really sure why, but all that's done is just allowed this little train of cars now to just close up on each other. So this is really where the main battle is. Although I say that, I'm just looking up front. There's Beserker. Oh, it's the Moroccan guy. Sorry, I looked at the map there and it looked like there was a guy up front with the lead driver. So Seamus in third on his own at the moment. Some distance behind now is Savage in fourth, Holy Pete fifth, Dragon sixth, Rose seventh, Beserker eighth. So this is really where the fight's going on. So let's watch from Total Rose's point of view as he tries to go around the outside of the Eagle. Savage taking that defensive line again. Oh, well, somehow also Holy Pete's got past Savage. Just quickly rewind that a little bit. How did Holy Pete get past Savage? Did Savage make another mistake? He did. Wow, he lost it on the rear end again, and that allowed the Holy Pete to get past it. So we go back to this bit here with the Ferrari closing in on Savage and the Eagle, but he can't make either stick. I'm running out of voice. This is again exciting. 22 minutes in and it's still going around like it was at the beginning of the race. End-to-end stuff. Feels like I'm talking rubbish, but I'm losing my voice. So here we are with Rose looking at Eagle and Savage side by side. Savage takes defensive line. Dragon. Oh, who's that behind? Is that Beserker behind her? Beserker catches up, slight nudge there on Dragon Eagle. So Beserker wants a bit of this action. Come in, let me in, boys. I want to have some fun too. So Holy Pete has got in front of Savage. Force is definitely strong with this one today. Holy Pete is having a good race. 1:41.7 is his time. So let's go back to this train of three cars here. So Beserker in 8th place. Let's ride on board with Beserker. Get a driver's eye perspective of how this is panning out. Closest battles on the track at the moment. Oh, he has to avoid going into the back of the Ferrari there of Total Rose. The horrible bus section coming up. Oh, Beserker's got wide smash! Oh dear! Poor Beserker-Boy, oh dear. He's lost it in the bus stop. Hope he's alright. That was a head-on smash. These cars are solid, they're going to need to be, especially with Beserker hitting the bus stop head on. So, on board with Aaron now. Probably disappointed about how the last race finished, having his position nicked by Pete at the end. We're now 6 minutes away from the end of this race, and he's still in another ding-dong battle with drivers. 5th place is up for grabs. 4th place is just up the road within sight. The Citroen, the Porsche, Ferrari, 3 manufacturers side by side, still fighting for position. Savage late on the brake. Oh, and Aaron misjudges a brake in there, punts Savage, but that's probably helped Savage catch back up to the Eagle, who's now managed to pull a bit further away from Savage. So now there's a bit of spacing going on between these three, so let's just check the field for who is where. We go back up to okay, coming across the start-finish straight here in first place with about to start lap 16. His fastest times are 1:41.4. No, 1:41.3 it looks like actually. So MacGyver here, he's done a 1:40. He's got the pace to catch the leader if he can keep it going. Seamus in 3rd place. He'd be very happy if he can keep this one going. 1:42. The Moroccan guy's been lapped now. So Holy Pete 4th. And then there's the train. The only real battle on the track at the moment, let's go to it, is here. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. With Savage diving up the inside, goes way too wide there, loses his braking altogether. Fortunately didn't take... Oh, what's happened up here with... Oh, we're going to have to rewind this. Something happened with Holy Pete as well. So let's go back up to... Sorry about this. Here we are on board with Pete, and again he wants to go and make some sandcastles, loses it big time, smashes the barrier, so that allows Dragon to get past. With Tail Rose right up his tailpipes as well, so Tail Rose now up to 5th. Holy Pete will be going to confessionals later on this evening to swear about what happened then. Savage 7th. Berserker seems to be going out here slow in 8th, so Berserker's not having a great race. Savage has now dropped back to 7th. Oh dear, he'd be livid at about that. So now, with 3 minutes to go, again, this looks like the only kind of battle we have on our hands at the moment. Aaron versus the Citroen. Dragons look very steady and sure in this race. Can the Ferrari make the pass? He's probably got, so it's 143s with... Oh, that was desperately close there. How each driver managed to keep that going without any penalties, I'm not sure. Dragon trying to take the defensive line to make the Ferrari go around the outside. Can he hold it under braking? He does. He hits the apex. The Ferrari tries to undercut it. The Citroen got a good pull out of the last turn. Can the Ferrari take him on the start-finish straight into before the first chicane? He's looking. Dragon's forcing him inside. It's still clean. He's going to make it hard for him. Ferrari trying to go around the outside. Dragon looking up the inside, and he takes him back, but the Ferrari's not having it. The Ferrari, no, you're not coming through today. He's made the move. Superb driving there by both the boys, but especially Aaron there. Excellent overtake. So that's allowing Holy Pete to catch up again for the second race in a row. We've got these three boys coming into this. Will be, I'm not sure if they're going to make the next lap. This could be the last lap. There's a minute to go. So there may be one more lap after this. So here we are then in 6th place with Holy Pete looking at Dragon Eagle. Dragon's squeezing him to the outside. Not going to give him much room there, but it's all nice and clean and fair. And to make matters worse, they're coming up to the back marker of the human torpedo, the Moroccan guy. Going wide. Oh, I thought Dragon was going to... He did hit that barrier. I thought Dragon was going to hit one back. Pete hits the tail end of Dragon. Right, I need a drink because I'm losing my voice. The Moroccan guy getting in the way. Goes agricultural, which has allowed... And these boys are on their own at the moment, which has allowed... excuse me, Holy Pete to catch up with Eagle. This will be the last lap. There's 10 seconds to go. Gets it under braking. Oh no, there's a bit of contact. Oh dear, and no, Dragon Eagle's hit the sand, has spun him off. Oh dear, poor Dragon Eagle. And that's allowed Savage to get by. Oh, everyone's getting by Dragon. He's not moving. I hope he's alright, but... Let's just pause that again. Oh dear, he went onto the sandpit, lost traction. Oh, poor Dragon Eagle, all that work. So that is allowing... He's not moving. I hope he's alright. I hope the driver's okay. So Savage is now in 6th. Holy Pete, can he get that Ferrari? I have to say, there wasn't really much contact there between Pete and Dragon to put Dragon off. It just lost traction. Oh no, and Holy Pete's lost it. He's gone in the sandpit. Drama here at on the last lap. And now Holy Pete's facing the wrong way. Savage gets back up to 5th. Trying to regain it. The Moroccan guy is in the way. Beserker's up to 6th now. Goodness me, it's all happening on the last lap. So let's go back up to Beserker, who's won the race. After all that, with MacGyver now coming across the line for second. Again, 1-2 between Beserker and MacGyver. Seamus, he's going to be extremely happy for Team HKS in this Beamer, getting it round in 3rd. He's been there or thereabouts. He's deserved his podium position. Soto Rose in a Ferrari. He's had a poor day, but he'd be pleased to manage to pick up 4th in this one. What could have been for the Ferrari boy there. Savage was a 1 point fighting for 2nd. Came off by his own unfortunate error and was down to 8th at 1 point. Beserker, who struggles at this track, has been well pleased with his 6th. Zaf has got all the way back up to 7th. He was nearly last after that punt. That's after he put himself off. Holy Pete, who lost it big time, has dropped all the way back to 8th, which leaves Dragon Eagle 9th, Powerburger, who's finished now 10th, Skivet 11th, and the Torpedo 12th. There you have it, boys. We'll wait for Dragon. There he goes. Dragon Eagle's finally got past. What an eventful race that was. There might be a few steward inquiries. We'll just have to confirm the results, but that's how they finished for today. Anyway, thank you very much. Hope to see you again soon. Looking forward to the next race. We've got the Nordisch Gleif, the full 24-hour circuit, and one of the Italian tracks as well. So looking forward to that. Hope to see you next week, and enjoy.